second edition of Play Media Talk, a talk show that will bring inspiring figures who will share their stories to all of us tonight. And we will have a Q&A session right after our third speaker. The theme for today's session is Perseverance. Play Media Talks is brought to you by the cooperation of MNC Play Media and Binus International University, which is also supported by Star Media, Nusantara, Binus TV, V Radio, Global Radio, Hits Records, chipika.co.id, and Go Chicks! The first speaker in this evening is a foreigner who came all the way from the Philippines. He became a well-known host through a show called Eat Blood. Round of applause for Mr. LEO CONSUL.
Thank you so much. Well, I wish I have a twin here so I can have a TikTok, to help me out just in case I pass out. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Most of you probably don't know me and haven't heard of me yet until tonight. So let me introduce myself. My name is LEO CONSUL. I am from the Philippines, and I'm working here as a TV presenter. I've done numerous commercials on TV, and I just released my book, like what they said, the twins, cuties, 1,000 Miles and Broken Slippers, LEO CONSUL's life story. So, when my manager asked me last time, hey, please rehearse what you're going to say tonight, I thought, probably not. Why? I'm not being sombong. I know sombong, okay? I'm not being confident that I'm not going to mess up tonight, because I probably will, but that's okay. That's life. We commit mistakes. That's okay. But I thought, great story, a genuine, legit, whatever you want to call it, a great story should come from the heart. And I know my story by heart, so I'm just going to have to voice it out tonight. Well, if there's one quality that actually God graciously and voraciously bestowed upon me, that would be perseverance, like our topic. Growing up in a very poor family, and when I say very poor family, really, really poor family, like we don't eat 3 times a day like you guys probably did. Once a day was a blessing already, so I wasn't born in a silver spoon, so like most of you guys, I think, I'm not assuming. So it was a very difficult life back then, when I was a kid. Your ideal kid would be like, maybe you would see them like sleeping at night or, hello, yep, maybe reading their favorite storybook, or whatever you call that. Maybe drinking their warm milk or being lulled by their mothers. But my story was completely different, because at those age, I was 7 when I started cleaning the bus. I would wait late at night until 12 midnight to wait for the buses from Manila, which is our capital city, all the way to our province, which is 6 hours, roughly, just to clean the buses and mop the floor of those buses. And mind you guys, when I say tough life, I was introduced to Jollibee. Okay, Jollibee is actually the equivalent of McDonald's in the Philippines. It's a very famous food chain, and they serve like same stuff like McDonald's. So I was first introduced to McDonald's, not your conventional way, not like queuing up and then please can I have this and that. No, I ate my first McDonald's or Jollibee trash bin because I was so hungry. It's late at night, and when you're so hungry and you're working your ass off, I'm sorry for the term, but you have no choice. To eat the stuff there. I would eat leftovers. I would mop the floors with those vomits and sometimes poop. Sorry. But I would do that just to earn cold 10 pesos. 10 pesos would probably be around 2,000 rupiah now. And imagine that back then. That was nothing. Now just to fill up our stomachs at night. So when people would ask me, what do you want to become when you grow up? I had a rough answer on that. I mean, how am I going to answer that question if I knew myself I didn't have money to send me back to school or whatever? So I would say, not like your typical, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a presenter, I want to be a famous architect or what. I answered, I want to change my address. I don't want to stay here forever in our own little village. I want to go out of here, change my fate, because I am in control of that. And I believe that. So when I was in high school, I managed to be in a private school. There's the only private school in our province. and you have to use your brain there to get in there. A little sombong, that's okay, right? Please, might be. So I managed to get in, and I graduated as second honor. So I managed to get a scholarship in the university, which is the top university in the Philippines, which is called University of the Philippines. So I managed to get in and took up mass communication. That's why I'm here, I guess. This is like a deja vu, actually. I've seen my classmates and my friends out there. So I finished mass communication, major in journalism and minor in broadcasting. So after that, it was, of course, it was a struggle as well, but I managed to graduate from being a bagger in a supermarket. So you probably see me there, like, you know, like, oh, good morning, how are you today? Oh, good job, and those stuff, you know. And then I was actually scouted by a famous talent scout back there, and he asked me to audition as a TV host. That looks back then. Let me see my picture. Okay, if you can see that was me. This kid right here. Yep, that was me looking at different cameras. So you'll know already. I have a different direction back then. This is the camera. Oh, I'm gonna look at there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was me. I was in kindergarten. Mind you, I don't have a lot of pictures. I actually took this from my classmate because our house was caught on fire back then, and I didn't save any picture at all, and even my clothes. So I was left with just 7 clothes, I guess. So these are my classmates. You can see how dark I was back then. Oh my God. Why did you guys put this on? This is embarrassing. Okay. Oops. Okay. This is the before and after. Don't look. Okay. This is when I started hosting the show. That was. Oh my God. Look at this earring. Oh my God. No. That's a fashion faux pas. All right. Okay. That was me in the middle when I haven't plucked my eyebrows yet. So yeah. Okay. That was when I started singing here in Indonesia. So how did it end up here in Indonesia? My friend is actually a teacher here in Indonesia. So he asked me, why don't you visit Indonesia one time? And I said, okay, why not? You know, I wasn't doing anything in the Philippines. So when I came here, they said, we're actually looking for a teacher. Sounds good. My mother has never been so proud of me. Actually, she was never proud of me. You know, all my decisions in life, she didn't agree on me, okay? So my mother's wish was to have at least one teacher in the family. So I think this is my chance to make my mom proud. So I said, okay, let's do it. Let's go to Indonesia and be a teacher. I taught mathematics and English. Guys, I'm not good at mathematics. I was just forced to do it because, some substitute or something, but I did it. So I started teaching, and then I thought it's gonna change my life. I mean, this is a better future, greener pasture, like what they say, but no, it was a struggle as well. I was looking for a job back then, just to apply. You guys know Pulo Gadong? Yes? From Pulo Gadong, imagine Pulo Gadong to Mall Calapagading. You know that distance? I walked from Pulo Gadong to Calapagading because I didn't have money for my taxi. I was like walking and then acting like so cool. Oh, I'm a tourist here. I'm just gonna see around. But in fact, I didn't have a single rupiah in my pocket. So I was wearing gray, and when I went back home, it's all black because of the trench. I was so drenched. So the struggle was real, like what they said, it's legit, for real. I remember, and then I resigned from teaching because, well, wind blew in a different direction. I went to the business, the entertainment business, and we all know entertainment business is a very hostile environment. It's not for the weak, it's not for those who don't persevere in life. Well, actually in any field, So I had to quit teaching, and I had to pay 70 million rupiah. Imagine that, 70 juta, like what they say here. So I had to utang, to my friends, please, can you come up with 70 million so I could get out of here and do my passion, which is singing. Bro, already fine? Sorry, I'm not gonna sing. This is your moment. Okay. So I became a singer, as you can see. Taping galako, you know what I mean? So I ventured to another career, which is hosting. Oh, this is my first CD. Nggak ada pajak ni juga because nggak laku, you know what I mean? And then I performed CDs. But I remember one time, because I didn't have money, during this time I was laughing and I was entertaining the crowd, but I couldn't even entertain myself because I was crying inside because it was a real tough life. So what I did was, from Sitiabudi, I had my cost back there without window, without toilet, I have to share with other people. I had to carry my laundry basket from Sitiabudi, naikot Duku Atas. Imagine that with my plastic bag like that. Duku Atas, and queue up with those kids, those people you see, and then carrying my, I'm not gonna cry tonight, no, don't do that. That's embarrassing, Leo. Okay. So I was carrying my laundry bag, and then people would say, I think I know him. I think I've seen him on TV. Now, this is one thing you have to know. If you are put in that kind of situation, look at the brighter side. If you're going to be negative all your life, there's nothing going to happen to you. Okay? So what I did, I told myself, instead of sulking in and saying, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed, this is not the life that I want, I told myself, at least they know me now. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm getting famous. Even if with my laundry basket. Because I had to bring it to Kalapagading because my friends were there so I could do the laundry for free in their house. I would eat in warung, and you know me, like, Pa, can I have one nasi padang? And then they would say, jangan so-so de. You know, because I look Indonesian anyway. You would believe that I'm from the Philippines. So I have to say, I'm from the Philippines. Then they would know. So when I started hosting, that's life kind of changed actually. I was recognized not only here but in the Philippines also. I went back. It's a different feeling when you go back to your hometown. Last time, the immigration, they would say, what are you doing in Indonesia? I'm sure you're looking for a job. I'm sure you're illegal back there. It's a different feeling when they say, oh, welcome back to your home. Welcome back to the Philippines. International celebrity going back home. Paris. You know what I mean? Like, what? Celebrity? Seriously? I'm not used to it, but you get it. So now I just recently launched my book, 1,000 Miles in Broken Slippers, LEO CONSUL's story. So all my stories here, I'm not able to wrap up everything in 20 minutes. There's a lot here in my book. So it summarizes everything. So we're going to be doing a movie. It's going to be produced here in Indonesia and in the Philippines. It's going to be played in Hong Kong and Dubai. That's the plan for the International Film Festival. And I am doing Sinetron. Oh my God, guide me, guys. Sorry, don't watch me, okay? Please don't. Okay, then I'm hosting my regular show on MNC TV. I just did Trans TV and stuff. So, a lot of people would ask, how did you handle those rejections and failures? Well, I would like to end this little speech by saying that every time I answer the question, I would say, I didn't fail. Success just did not come easy. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.